Hey guys, it's Bale. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another K-drama review, and the drama that we're talking about is called True Beauty. So this was originally a webtoon and they adapted it into a K-drama. Actually, I read the original webtoon even before the news about the drama came out. I really enjoyed the webtoon up until the end of the first season. And yeah, the second season, not so much. I kind of like waited for a long time, and it was just looking at spoilers, waiting for a certain thing to happen before I get back into reading the webtoon, just because I was severely frustrated with it. So yeah, anyway, yeah, they made the webtoon into a show. And one of my main reasons in terms of like watching the show is because I read the original webtoon. There's also the factor that I'm familiar with the leads that they chose for the drama. The actress that they chose for Joo-kyung was someone that I liked as an actress. So it's Moon Ga-young, and I watched her in Welcome to Waikiki 2 and also in Tempted, wherein actually she was kind of the quote-unquote villain, but because of like her many screen time in that show, I kind of felt like she was also the main character. But yeah, I liked her as an actress. And then there's also Cha Eun-woo, who I've only seen in one drama, which was Hit the Top. It wasn't even like the main drama that he's known for, but I kind of like enjoyed his acting there. He was one of the sub characters. So yeah, I'm fairly familiar with the main cast, and they're like the group of actors that I generally like. There were no reasons for me to like steer clear of the drama or something like that. Okay, so before we go to the review, let's first talk about what the drama is about. So the story is about this high schooler named Joo-kyung, and she isn't really blessed in the looks department, and also she gets bullied in school. And in terms of her like relationship with her family, she's sort of like a second fiddle compared to her brother and her sister, who are much more blessed in terms of looks. Eventually she discovers the power of makeup and is able to sort of become a prettier version of her. And so she goes into a new school, and because of her like pretty looks with her makeup on, she was able to make new friends right away, and she was able to fit in and things like that. And the story is mostly about her trying to hide what she really looks like, or trying to hide her no-face makeup from the other people who don't know about that. And of course, there's also a love story aspect in the story that's like the main driving force of this story. So there's this love triangle between Joo-kyung, Soo-ho, and Han So-jun. So yeah, that's like the gist of the story. So like I mentioned, this was a show that was originally a webtoon, and if you're gonna compare it to the webtoon, it's not 100% accurate. There are things in the drama that didn't really happen in the webtoon, and some things that happen in the webtoon that's not really in the drama. If you're looking for like a 100% copy or 100% reproduction of the webtoon, the drama does not do that. But that's okay, because the drama was able to work well with like the core of the story of the webtoon, and able to add like a lot of different elements to make it its own and be a good version of the story. I feel like this adaptation is really a must-watch for webtoon readers, especially those who ship Joo-kyung and Soo-ho. So if you guys haven't watched the show yet, make sure to watch it, because you're gonna love this adaptation. So yeah, in terms of like, should you watch this drama, if you're looking for something lighthearted, something that is a feel-good show, you'll definitely enjoy this one. This is definitely a recommended show for you. The cast, or like the characters, are in their high school, so a lot of the things that are happening aren't really that like deep or not really that heavy. They do explore like heavy themes, like little bits of it throughout the show, like bullying, about suicide, and yeah, things like that. But it's not like the main core of the story, so the overall feel of the drama isn't really a downer. Actually, there are a lot of like comic relief scenes and moments all throughout the show, which is actually really funny and something that I enjoy watching about the show. And as far as I know, they do mention that they decided to go for a comedic approach for the drama, to have that like webtoon feels, so like going exaggerated with the comedies and things like that, so it's really fun to watch. Okay, things that I liked about the drama. First is the many side stories within the show. Actually, it was just really focused at the love story aspect, because like that's like the main thing that was from the webtoon. The other side stories, like the relationship between Joo-kyung's sister and the teacher, and Joo-kyung's brother and Seo-jun's sister, isn't really in the drama. I mean, the one with Joo-kyung's sister and the teacher was like partially there, like there was like a brief moment there, but it wasn't explored that much in the webtoon. There's also like Suho and Seo-jun's relationship in the show. It's more expanded upon. You see a lot of like romance moments between them, and I really enjoyed that. Another thing that I enjoyed was the dynamic between Joo-kyung's family. Their interactions with one another felt really authentic. These like small moments wherein like Joo-kyung and her brother are like teasing one another, things like that, or like the way Joo-kyung's mother nags her about studying and stuff like that, and like just, yeah, like the interactions within the family felt really authentic, and it was like a nice touch to the show. Another thing that I liked was Han Seo-jun. Oh my god, I did not like his character in the webtoon when I first read it. Of course, since like I was team Suho and Joo-kyung, and he was like the second lead, so you know, I didn't like him that much because he sort of like get in the way between Suho and Joo-kyung, or like that's it for me. So in the webtoons, I didn't like him. I wasn't really like particularly gonna pay attention to him in the series, but you know, Hwang In-yeop's acting and like the way he played Han Seo-jun, and I guess like how the directors and the writers wanted to portray Seo-jun was really spot on, that it drew me in, and at some point I just didn't know which pairing to root for because I liked them both. So yeah, it was really something that I enjoyed watching. Even though like Joo-kyung just ended up with one person, I mean, in the end, I'm happy for all of them. Although like it's a bit sad for the one that she didn't choose. So I also like how this series explores Joo-kyung being able to accept her true skin or her true beauty, because in the webtoon version it doesn't really explore that aspect that much. So I'm not sure if like future chapters of the webtoon would be exploring that character development for Joo-kyung, but I really appreciate how the series does that, and overall like the way they did it, integrating it with like the whole school bullying thing, and also like the whole rivalry with Joo-kyung and Suwa. So I think it was really done well. So the drama also features a lot of cameos from the Extraordinary You's cast. So since I also watched that drama, I really enjoyed those cameos because these are the characters or cast that I've seen in the other show. So it was nice to like see them again. And also because like the way they did the cameo for some actors were sort of like had this continuity for the Extraordinary You drama. So it was like a nice touch to the cameo because like there's something that we can like reference to or something like that. So in terms of things that I didn't really like about the show, there's not much. I'm not really that picky about Cha Eun-woo's acting. I've seen a couple of like reviews, or like not really reviews, but like reaction towards his acting that sort of like didn't like it or something like that, or yeah, it was like a negative review regarding his acting. But for me, I really didn't mind it that much. In terms of like Suho in the webtoon, he's really that kind of a stoic guy, so like I didn't really expect much like expressions or variations of expressions for Chaunwa, but overall, like, it was nice. Like, there's nothing really negative that I could say about it because I didn't really find anything bad about it. But if I were like to choose something that I didn't enjoy about the series that much, it would be the trope that they use in terms of setting up the characters. So they made Jugyong and Suho some sort of like childhood friends or something like that, which doesn't exist in the webtoon, and I felt like didn't really add anything substantial to the story. They could have done the story without it, so I feel like it's a very overused setup and they just shouldn't have done it. So yeah, that was like me being very nitpicky about that part of the story. So yeah, overall it's like a positive review for the show. I really seldom finish a show that I don't like watching, so like most of the reviews I do, or like most of the things that I have to say about a show are good because they're good, that's why I finish them. So yeah, once again I'm saying that this is it for my review of True Beauty. Did you also watch the show? Did you like it or not? And are you Team Suho or Team Sejun, or are you like Team Jugyong, like whoever makes her happy? So yeah, if you have any comments or questions about the show or like just about watching K-drama, just let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this video, feel free to click the like button, and if you want to be updated for my future uploads, feel free to subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!